Good morning. So last night I did a jelly printing session and I wanted to record it so that I could share with you guys. Right now I'm just kind of covering my desk so it doesn't get completely demolished with paint. Sometimes it gets super messy. So this jelly plate right here is the biggest one that I have. And as you can see, it already has paint, and that's from the last time I used it, and I just leave it on there. But I'm not pristine when it comes to my jelly plate nor my jelly printing. I don't often have very clean pulls. They usually have residue from the previous one, and that's kind of my thing. I like that. Right now, I'm cutting the papers out of a sketchbook that my son had that he no longer uses. Those are the papers I will be using. I like to use the sketch papers and or copy paper. I've used transparent like tracing paper. That's fun too. So yeah, right now I'm just kind of smearing. I just grabbed a color. There's no rhyme or reason. And I'm just moving it around. This green shimmer one is like one of my favorites. I kind of use it a lot. And I think it's the shimmer part. So yeah, with my brayer, I'm just braying the paint on. And I'm showing you right here that one of my hairs, because my hair falls out, it got in there, and I'm just going to leave it on for now. And yeah, so my hair is always everywhere. So yeah, just rubbing and see what I can pull up. Like I said before, my pulls are not like clean and pretty, like pristine pretty. And there's the hair. And I think now it's starting to bother me, so I'm going to pull it off while the paint's still wet a little bit. I have a few different jelly plates. I think this is the largest that I have. I know there's a lot bigger, but this is the one I have. It's a 9 by something, I think. I also have a square one and then 3 little ones. That's a circle, a square, and a triangle. And I'll be using all of them in this session. And I do work on several papers at a time. Like I'll pull out my air dryer or my blow dryer to, dry them. But a lot of times I just leave them there to dry on their own. So right now, this one that had a little bit of tear on the paper, I'm going to use just a little Mod Podge just to, like make sure that they stay down. Okay, so here I left that on there, that paper on there to just kind of dry, and I'm pulling out the square one. I'm going to go ahead and stop recording right now so that you can just continue watching. Okay, sorry, I'm coming back because this paper is actually mulberry paper sheets. I had some on my Amazon wish list, and I was showing, and I got them for Christmas. I'm showing you that all the little fibers and stuff was in the paper. It's so neat, and I've never done a jelly print with this mulberry paper, so I wanted to try it to see what happens and how the paper takes acrylic paint, and see what kind of pulls we can get with it and what kind of designs we can get with it too. Mulberry paper is textured on both sides, and it has a lot of fiber strands that runs through the paper. It's really cool how they make it and how it comes from, how the tree bark, like how it's harvested and soaked in water and to soften, and then it's like a process, but it's really neat, and it's thin and very pliable. But the process, if you ever research that, the way I did, the process is the way they make it is really, really cool. So I'll stop recording so that you can see. But yeah, this sheet was fun to work on. Okay, so here these colors really made such a pretty color together. And I go to get some bubble wrap. Bubble wrap makes great little textures on there. It's nothing new. A lot of people do it, but it's one of my favorites to use. I have a lot of stencils, but bubble wrap is always my favorite. Now, I don't always use like one sheet per one, you know, paint roll. I'll use corners and stuff. And I think on this one, I put 3 different papers on there. And so each little corner or each little part of the paper will get a piece of this color. And I like that because it's like different, like almost like patchwork, like each paper kind of sometimes looks like patchwork. And it's real fun to see what it turns out to look like. Okay, so here I decided to use a Posca acrylic paint pen to make some just dots on the jelly plate. These work really good. You can like doodle. I've doodled on them before on the with the pens, and have made some really cool designs on the paper. Now it does help if you let it dry completely, but I was having little patience at this point because I was on my last page, and I wanted it to be done. Like I wanted to finish the page, so I didn't let it dry as well as I should have, but you can still see some. And that's it. Here are some stills snippets of how they turned out. This is part one, which is just making the prints, and I'm going to come back with a video to show what I do next. This is all about making my own ephemera and journal inserts or journal tip-ins, and this was a lot of fun, and so I'll have another video shortly.